A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Starting in late 2025, the U.S. government will be implementing a new fee for numerous foreign nationals applying for various visas, including B tourist visas, student visas, and the H-1B visa, which is widely utilized by companies to recruit skilled workers from abroad. This decision comes in the wake of President Donald Trump's approval of significant tax cuts and the spending law on July 4th. The new fee will also affect those seeking asylum, who will be required to pay an additional $100 on top of existing fees. The administration suggests that travelers who pay the fee may be eligible for a reimbursement if they comply with their visa conditions. However, it is important to note that these changes will not apply to USDA applications, which permit citizens from certain countries, including Australia, to travel to the U.S. for up to 90 days under the Visa Waiver Program. This new fee, referred to as the Visa Integrity Fee, is part of the Trump administration's recently enacted One Big Beautiful Bill Act and will apply to all visitors who need non-immigrant visas to enter the United States. The fee is non-waivable, meaning all affected travelers must pay it. However, there is a provision that allows for potential reimbursement under specific conditions. Currently, the details surrounding this requirement are limited, leading to significant challenges and unanswered questions regarding its implementation, according to a spokesperson from the U.S. Travel Association. So how much will this fee cost? The fee is set to be at least $250 during the U.S. fiscal year 2025, which runs from October 1st, 2024 to September 30th, 2025. However, the Secretary of Homeland Security has the authority to set the fee higher, and it will be adjusted for inflation in subsequent years. This means that travelers can expect the cost to increase over time. Who exactly will be required to pay this new fee? The Visa Integrity Fee applies to all visitors needing non-immigrant visas, which includes tourists, business travelers, and international students. Some travelers from countries like Australia and Japan may not require visas under the Visa Waiver Program, thus avoiding this fee altogether. When will the fee be collected? The fee is to be paid at the time the visa is issued. This means that if a visa application is denied, the traveler will not incur any charges. Importantly, this fee does not replace other existing visa fees. For example, an H-1B worker who is already paying a $205 application fee will now need to pay a total of $455 once this new fee is implemented. Additionally, the fee must be paid alongside a Form I-94 fee, which has been increased from $6 to $24 under the same bill. This fee applies to most travelers who are required to submit a Form I-94 arrival and departure record. Travelers who wish to seek reimbursement for the Visa Integrity Fee must comply with their visa conditions, which include not accepting unauthorized employment and not overstaying the visa validity date by more than 5 days. Reimbursements will be processed after the travel visa expires. However, it remains unclear when the fee will officially take effect, as it may require regulations or a notice in the Federal Register for implementation. There are also questions regarding how travelers will pay the fee, as the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, does not directly handle the visa application and issuance process. The DHS has acknowledged that cross-agency coordination will be necessary before the fee can be implemented. Furthermore, the reimbursement process is expected to take several years to establish, as many visas are valid for extended periods. The U.S. Congressional Budget Office anticipates that enacting this provision will increase revenues and decrease the deficit by approximately $28.9 billion over the next decade. It is advisable for travelers to treat this fee as non-refundable, according to immigration law experts. They suggest that if a traveler does receive a refund, it should be considered a bonus rather than an expectation. The One Big Beautiful Bill aims to restore integrity to the nation's immigration system, according to a DHS spokesperson. Statistics indicate that the majority of visa holders comply with their visa terms, with only 1% to 2% of non-immigrant visitors overstaying their visas between 2016 and 2022. The introduction of the Visa Integrity Fee is likely to have a more pronounced impact on B visa holders, who are leisure and business travelers, as well as international students. The additional $250 fee could deter some travelers from visiting the U.S. This new fee, in conjunction with the I-94 fee, comes at a time when the United States is gearing up to host several significant events in 2026, including the America 250 celebration for the country's 250th anniversary and parts of the FIFA World Cup. These changes are compounded by funding cuts to Brand USA, the organization responsible for promoting inbound travel to the United States, which saw its budget slashed from $100 million to $20 million. This funding reduction occurred after the U.S. Commerce Department dismissed nearly half of Brand USA's board members earlier this year. Fred Dixon, the organization's president and CEO, expressed disappointment over the cuts, but remains hopeful for restored funding in fiscal year 2026. He emphasized the importance of promoting legitimate international inbound travel for the U.S. economy. In conclusion, as preparations continue for the implementation of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, travelers are urged to stay informed about the new visa integrity fee and its implications for their travel plans. The U.S. Travel Association has acknowledged the importance of smart investments in the travel process, but voiced concerns over the introduction of new fees for foreign visitors and the reduction in funding for travel promotion efforts. As the country approaches significant milestones, the balance between immigration policy and tourism promotion will be crucial for the U.S. economy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.